Welcome back to the White Farm. We're planting potatoes, with a big Lockwood air cut planter. That is the first time I've actually used this thing. I've been wanting to use it and I just have not had the opportunity. And so, well, now's the time. So I've got it filled up with potatoes and I actually went with the fertilizing option. So I've got that there. Now let's get her fired up. Lower it down. And let's see how it does. Now it may be just a little bit too big for this tractor, but it says it only needs 160 horsepower. And we've got it. So it works. Seems to be working out okay. I really did not intend to plant potatoes in this giant field that I created, but we're doing it. We're going all out with the potatoes. Yep. I may regret getting off a little bit there. May regret this when it comes time to harvest, but there's reason that I decided to do it. So I am recording this episode well, after the premium expansion has released, and I've been playing around on that just a little bit, and in honor of all the root type vegetables or root crop type vegetables that they released in that expansion DLC, we're doing a big giant field of potatoes. Now there's more to say about the expansion, and well, I don't know how to say this gently, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Yeah, I mean, harvesting carrots one row at a time. That's not for me. It's just not for me. Yeah. The equipment they released for that expansion, some of it is kind of neat, things we didn't have before, but some of it's not really that much different, like the new sprayers. It's just another sprayer. So yeah, I don't know, I can't say I'm real enthused about it. And you know, I had chatted on my Discord with some folks and kind of made a comment that, you know, I feel like as a content creator, you know, my channel is farming simulator content, and I feel like, you know, I should be enthused about everything they release, that Giants releases. And you know, I am, to a degree. I am happy that they release new content and things like that, but I got to thinking, and some of the members on my Discord kind of reinforced that, is it's okay for me as content creator to be honest with all of you guys, to be honest with myself, and frankly, to be honest with Giants. I'm not real happy with the expansion pack. It's not for me. I don't enjoy that style of gameplay, and so, you know, it just didn't do it for me. And kind of to pile on while I'm talking about it, kind of tired of hay, baling, grass work DLCs. You got to give us something different. Folks are not going to keep buying the expansion packs or the DLCs if it's never anything new. So yeah, there you go. I've said it. It's public, but it is what it is. So being 100% honest, hopefully Giants, if they listen, they may not ever hear that, may not even know who I am. Well, they do know, because I am a Giants partner. But hey, it's constructive criticism, so hopefully my opinion is valued. Anyhow, I don't want to harp on them. I do still enjoy the game, and I am proud to be a partner with Giants. But yeah, the Platinum expansion just was not for me. It was exciting for it to come out. I did not watch anybody do any previews because I wanted it to be all new for me, and I was a little bit disappointed. So it is what it is. We're moving on. We're back here on the White Farm, planting taters. Oh boy, yeah. I tell you, folks, the content has been suffering. It has been suffering. A lot has happened here lately, and some things happened really fast. Mentioned this in my Discord, but if any of you don't know, I'm moving. I know that some of you have been around my channel for a long time, may have heard me talk about this before, but if you have, you do know that I live in a suburban area. I grew up in a rural area and had a desire to move back to a rural area. Well, it's happening, folks. It's happening. We actually, by chance, just kind of found a house. Happened really quick. Made an offer. It was accepted. And so we're moving back home. Back to where I grew up. And we'll have a little bit of land. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. Maybe I can get me a small tractor and do some gardening or things like that. Maybe have some animals if things work out that way. But yeah, it's finally happening. All this time we've been looking and finally found something. So we're excited. It's going to be a big change for our family. Getting used to not having the close by conveniences that you do when you live near town. Yeah, no more pizza delivery. Nah, my wife's not too happy about that, but we'll survive. It'll be a different type of lifestyle, so we're excited about it. The kids are excited. I think it'll be good for us as a family, so yeah, we're excited. So that explains why my content has been lacking here lately. I just have not had the time. After we put the offer in, then we started working on trying to get our house sold, and so that is what we're doing now. You know, of course, we got to do a lot of packing, and then probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks from now, we'll be closing on the new house and moving. So we got Thanksgiving coming up, and then we'll be moving, and then of course we're rolling right into Christmas after that. So the next solid month is going to be absolutely just insane for us as far as being busy. So this, fair warning, my content probably will be a little bit less than it has been. I know I was trying to ramp back up and be consistent. Unfortunately, well, we've got to take care of this stuff first. So we'll try to make some videos as we can. Maybe have a week or two where we just can't do it. But just as soon as I can get everything reset up at the new house, we'll start rolling with some content again. And hopefully, hopefully, there's no delay in getting internet over there too. So luckily, there is fiber, even in the rural areas, so that's good. So should be able to still do live streams and things like that after we get settled in. So hopefully that'll work out. So yeah, we're excited. I think this will be neat, and to get me back to a rural area. Matter of fact, where my house is, there is a big field right behind it. So being able to see some of the larger equipment work and operate would be neat for me and for the kids. So that'd be cool. So that is a little bit of story about what's going on in the life of Mighty Mike and family. We're just super slammed with getting moved, and things are just crazy right now. So bear with me. Let's get through the rest of this year. I think the rest of this year will be pretty busy with the move and the holidays. Bear with me, and then hopefully in 2024 in January, hopefully things will be settled down and I can get back to a routine and get some content back out on a regular schedule. I always try to keep a schedule with myself here personally, because if I don't, you know, it's easy to go to work for 8 hours, to come home, do some things around the house, spend some time with the family, and just not feel like making content. You know, it is a job. It's a job on my part. I do enjoy it, and I do it as a hobby, but the reality is it is a job. I do it. Part of it is the income from YouTube, which is not that much, but hopefully that'll grow over time as subscribers and viewers continue to find my channel. So, you know, that is something I have considered, is, you know, having this as an income, and, you know, something that's substantial. Unfortunately, at this point, it is not, but hopefully one day it will be. So yeah, bear with me. We're going to continue trying to grow and trying to get content out. So I do try to keep a good schedule so that I can, you know, keep on track, I guess is a good way to say it. But I hadn't been able to lately, so I apologize for that. So bear with me. We'll get back there at some point. So got part of the field done, and as a matter of fact, I was not even looking at the fertilizing part of it. Let's check that out real quick. So we were working on the right side of the field over here. pH is all good. Okay, so it is putting out some nitrogen, so that's good. But I ran out, and I need to let's see, I had herbicide in that tank. Let's use this. I think this will work. We'll take this trailer down and fill it up. I don't think there is a place to buy bulk fertilizer on the map. I don't think there is. So we'll just take this down to the shop, buy a couple of IBCs of fertilizer. So we got all the way around the field, and we got a good ways. So maybe we'll grab a couple IBCs and fill it up into this tanker here, and we'll bring it back and get that planter filled up with some more fertilizer. Alright, finally got the trailer full of herbicide, not herbicide, fertilizer. So let's run on out here to the planter and get it full, and we can continue on. I'm actually surprised the potatoes have not run out yet. The seed potatoes seem to last quite a bit of time. Looks like we're about half full. So yeah, we're probably going to need to fill up. Oop, let's start the engine. Alright, we're still lowered. Alright, that is going. I am actually going to let a worker continue with that for a bit. So that's pretty cool. I like that planter. It's huge. I tell you what, that does a quick job of planting these potatoes. So that's pretty neat. Harvesting's going to be a different story, but at least we can get them planted quickly. So I'm actually going to leave this truck probably just down here out of the way, so the helper can turn around. So we'll leave that there. Now, one thing I want to look at, so we've been going along, and we've got some things going. So we are in March. So let's take a look at the calendar. I want to show you guys. So we are planting the potatoes right now. We are going to plant some sorghum. So we'll plant that next month, and then probably going to do some corn. So we'll plant that next month too. So yeah, we've got the potatoes to get in, and the next planting will be in the next month. But look over here. So we've got some new pigs, 2 months old. So pigs are starting to accumulate, I guess you could say. But man, I tell you, we put that first batch of food in, still have not run out of food. So that's actually going really quick. Now, the more pigs we get, I'm sure that will change. They'll use it much more quickly. Chickens are still rocking along. I need to put some food in there. And if you take a look over here at the cows, so you remember we had, I think we had bought 10, and then I bought 5 more. So yeah, we're up to 15, and they're just kind of, well, not doing a whole lot. Looks like we're fixing to have some new calves, and we have plenty of total mixed ration. I'd made up a bunch and put in. So the animals are doing good. The animals are doing good. And if we just review what we have, we've sold most everything. We have between $170,000 to $212,000 worth of materials, but nothing really major that we can sell right now. So we're just going to continue on with that. So the main focus right now, let me turn this truck off. Let me run and go grab this tractor, take over. So the main focus right now is to just get these potatoes planted. So we get this done, and then we can move on into April. And then see about getting some sorghum planted and some corn planted. Probably going to do corn in the field over beside the farm. The same field we had the corn in last year. Just because it's a bigger field. We do have this field across the road over there, that thin strip. Now we don't need a lot of sorghum. So I think that field will do just fine with the sorghum. The only thing is I am still considering possibly buying another field. We got $220,000, and there is some fields around that I may pick up between the months, between March and April, and possibly do a little bit of combining and make a little bigger field that we can plant the sorghum in, or we'll put the sorghum in the grass field that we had over beside the farm. And then maybe look at that field over there, combining it or something. I'm not real sure. We'll have to look at that when I get to that point. After these potatoes are planted, and then I can kind of focus on that. So a little bit of change coming to the farm. Might pick up a little bit more land. Just to see if we can expand that field across the road, because it is small. It's a real skinny little field. So it'd be nice to have a little bit more room to plant some things to make it worth the effort over on that side of the road. So I'll probably do that. I tell you, this planter is a little bit deceiving. It hangs over so much. I guess the wings hanging over the sides. So I keep getting off a bit when I try to line up. But you actually gonna have to go by the bottom down there, so quite a bit of overhang. It's just visually when you're zoomed back and out, a little bit different. Alright, so let me finish up this field, and there we go. I'm missing it again. Finish it up and see where we're at. I think I'm gonna have to go get some more seeds for the planter. But what I may do is let a worker go, and then I'll take the auger wagon down and grab some seeds. That way we can bring them back up and have them ready to go. Well, we're done planting potatoes. If we take a look back at the field, let's go over here. You see we are all done. Oh boy, that's going to be a lot of potatoes. Ooh, what have I done? What have I done? I may regret this, but it's done. They're in the ground and they're fertilized, so shouldn't have to do anything with them other than maybe do a little weeding at some point. But you see, I actually messed up. I ended up filling this thing up with liquid fertilizer. Shouldn't have, but I did. And you see, I still have about half of it full of seeds, so I'm going to get those taken out. Hopefully I can get them out of the the planter, and we'll have the seeds ready that we can use for our next planting session. We do still have some seeds in the auger wagon. I got that put under the barn, keep it dry. That way we'll have that ready for when we're ready to plant the corn and the sorghum. And think we'll just turn this lease back in. You know, it may be a good planter here for the farm, but I'll guarantee you, no matter how long this series goes, after that field, I'm not planting any more potatoes. So I think we'll just let the lease go back. I'm not going to spray that off yet until I get the seeds out. As a matter of fact, let's go check that out and see if we can even do it. Hopefully we can. Let's move up here where we have a little space and see if it will unload. Hopefully it will. Crossing my fingers. Oh, it did. However, oh, let's see. There we go. Alright, fantastic. So that's good. We got the liquid fertilizer out of there and the seeds, so I can get those moved out of the way. I'll get this cleaned up and we'll return it to the dealership. And I think that's going to do it. We'll take a little bit of time to get that cleaned up and sorted, and then we'll be ready to move into April. We'll do a little bit more planting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure and click the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel or just hadn't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that today. I'd appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. I sincerely do appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you back here next time.